Alright, welcome back. So, what do we need to do now? We kinda need more tools. We also have a lot of stuff in our inventory that we should sell. A good place to sell is Wesenschacht, I think. So let's sail to Nivekai here and then travel on foot. Oh yeah, and let's also check the hiring screen since we now see more people anyway. Okay, I'm looking for anyone with the food perks. Should probably check if they can actually roll on all of these backgrounds or not. It's kind of weird I haven't seen one servant or housemaid yet, which inclines me to believe that for whatever reason they count as an outlaw background which the Crusader cannot recruit. That, or I've just been incredibly unlucky in that regard. So I might need to take, if I really want the food perks, I might need to take a butcher or something. Having a bit of coffee. Okay, we have arrived at Wesenschacht. Now I suppose we wait for dawn to sell stuff and then check the recruits again. Okay. Yeah, and the tool situation is not going to be good until we get the repairing equipment camp upgrade and maybe a blacksmith to go along with that. I think I'll save one of these composite bows in case we get an archer somehow at some point. Would be nice to have one competent archer. Also leave one wooden stick, like the stun. Let's sell these southern light hoods. We have Akaton caps, which are basically the same thing. So yeah, we've looted a nasal helmet. We need to repair that. Guess I'll sell this javelin now. If we get another thrower at some point, I guess we can just loot some more. And we'd prefer to have those heavy throwing weapons that the barbarians use at that point. Don't think I'll be using this militia glaive, even though it's an okay weapon. Let's sell it. Let's also sell this Morning Star and I guess repair that one. I won't be using the Golden Dag. Hey, I can also buy tools from this place. Yeah, lots of inventory management to be done with these armor layers. Not sure what to do with Oswulf. His use is just to upgrade our inventory size once he reaches level 6. But since our roster is full, if we find a good recruit, we're gonna have to let someone go, and he might be it. Alright, let's buy tools. So 80 more. Anything below 300 for a tool price is good enough, I think. And I guess we need a bit of more food as well. Not the best price for these, but can still make a tiny amount of profit, and also we have the ambition, so maybe we should buy all of these trade goods here. Let's first check the recruits in case we get someone with barter. Should have done that before I sold, I suppose. Not that it matters much. So there is a hunter here, but I'm pretty sure that hunters don't like the Crusader. Compare the price of this hunter to the Switch hunter, for example. So if we are really looking for a ranged character, we can check which hunters. But what we really need is those economic backgrounds. Okay, this caravan hand tabulates company expenses. So that means he has peddler perks. Sadly, he's kinda bad. Otherwise. I don't see them in this list though. So does he actually have those peddler perks or not? It seems like no. So why did it say he tabulates company expenses? I don't know what's going on. What? What in the heck? Am I hallucinating or something? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, but he doesn't have those. Was I reading from someone else's background? I don't. Whatever. Yeah, so peddlers always come with those. Yeah, this peddler tabulates company expenses. I don't know. What the heck? So if I were in the early game, I think I'd take this guy. Doesn't really even matter what stars he has, especially if it's only 1 star in this. Melee skill. Peddler with 1 star in melee skill, that's not gonna be able to do anything. But the problem currently isn't even our salaries. Though it would help to have the peddler perks. Like I've been saying, I mostly would like the food perk tree. So if I see a really good peddler, I'm gonna take them, but I don't think this is good enough. I want a peddler. If I take a peddler, I want them to be usable in combat as well. I don't want a peaceable peddler. So dismiss that guy. Okay, now we could afford this Crusader. Don't know if that's a good investment though. Crusaders make great tanks, but if I remember correctly, they don't get some of the more important damage perks, or at least they're unlikely to get them. So definitely a good background to have, but for that price at the moment, I think we have better uses for our money. I might even prefer a Swordmaster, for example, because they can do damage more reliably. And yeah. Still looking for those food perks. Okay, so there's a caravan quest here. It might be foolish to take it, but it's only one skull. Fell's Wall. Fell's Wall. Okay, that's a bit far away. We could get ambushed here, and we already saw a huge goblin party over here. But it is, I don't know the percentages. I'd say it's about... Well, I shouldn't make such predictions, but it is possible we make it here. So I guess we should buy these trade goods. Yeah, let's do that. It's not the best price. But since we have the ambition, we will do so. So courier quest to where? Königsheim. Let's take that one, since that is far less risky. And we continue on our search for those food perks. Maybe I should check if the housemaids or servants are actually available for the Crusader. Okay, there are a couple of pilgrims here. Could try them out. This guy could maybe even be usable. The problem is our roster size. We're gonna have to let someone go if we take a guy like this. Okay, so the 3 stars in Resolve are kinda wasted since he doesn't get Mind Over Body. And obviously range skill and melee defense don't really work together well. So he might even be okay if he rolled well, but... Let's check our other pilgrims. How do they roll on ranged attack? Who's a pilgrim? You're a pilgrim. 30 range skill. You're a pilgrim. 28 range skill. Okay, so... I think... when we consider those two, that means that this 3 stars in range skill is wasted. Completely and utterly wasted. So I'm gonna dismiss this guy. Dismiss this guy. Also this guy. Since we now have pre-filled contracts, we can try out people and dismiss them, and that refreshes the available recruit pool much faster. Okay, search continues. Also, we're running out of medical supplies slowly. Don't have any here. Let's buy a little bit of food though. Okay, we head to Wolkenburg. Many orc young. We could probably take that without any losses, but I think we leave that there in case we get a patrol mission, so that's a doable encampment to get some relatively easy kills in case we get a patrol. Let's have a drink. Knew a hedge knight who got hired by a sellsword company a few days back. He was in here puffing his chest and talking about how much gold he'd make. Then as soon as he joined up, they took all his gear and gave him the boot. Maybe their old guards are alive after all. Okay, maybe he just sucked. They spent a lot of money on him and didn't want to continue paying him. I guess I should gather some medical supplies instead of trying to hunt. We'll be camping such a short while that hunting is unlikely to yield any useful results anyway. Okay, gained some tools. You find an abandoned wagon amongst some tall reeds. Sophie checks it out and barks back. It's broke as shit, but I think we can salvage parts of it. Okay. Check the recruits here. Speaking of hedge knights, don't remember if adventurous nobles like the Crusader. Maybe they do, maybe they do. Again, the problem is our roster size. There are a couple of people we could let go though. And we will get roster size increase relatively soon. I'm gonna try this adventurous novel out. Nope. Star distribution is not helpful and he's also frail and expensive, so go away. Okay, I guess we just move on. Yeah, everything's super expensive here as well. What about this place then? Pilgrim, kinda mediocre. Flagellant. Maybe usable. Gets mind over body with 2 stars in resolve. It's 3 stars ranged with crossbows and slings. But I think they start with quite a low amount of ranged skill, as we saw with our throwing recruit. Crossbows and throwing are the two where that doesn't necessarily matter that much. He also has 2 stars in melee skill. And he gets a couple of decent traits, pragmatic and sure footing. So I would check him out if I had the roster spots. I'll leave him here for now. And we might pick him up at some point. No thanks to that monk. Okay, still no economic perk trees available. Couple of quests we probably don't want to do. Yeah, okay. But we should have a good selling price here. And we do a very good selling price. This is one of the better selling prices I've ever seen. So we make a pretty good profit here with these trade goods. Which means I should hang around here for a time and try to get some more equipment to sell. Take advantage of this very lucrative selling price here. So I should repair this Morning Star. And equip this nasal helmet. And also level up Odolric. Okay, Elika, you can have a nasal helmet. And also, let's give you this Rusty Melkoif. You are going to be Battleforged and you already have Brawny. Let's give Sunny this Gambeson. And also, yeah, we have this basic mail shirt here. Who do we give that to? I guess Odolric. He needs some help with his fatigue though. So I guess, since he's gonna be Battleforged and his stamina is so low, we should take probably Brawny here. Also make use of his rotation more reliably. Okay. Yeah, let's give him Brawny. Doesn't help that much yet, but once he gets heavier armor, that is a necessity with his low fatigue pool. Even with mind over body. Okay, so if I give him this basic mail shirt, okay, that's fine. Let's also give him a rusty mail coif. And we have an Aventel now. Let's give it to, I guess, Sunny. Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't want to drive off the brigands, because that probably gets rid of the ambush trade routes. We want to keep those. So let's try to do some missions nearby, or find some brigands or something to get loot to sell. $16 undead, okay. So this means that the first crisis is the undead crisis. Or does this have to do with the Crusader start? I'm not sure. I can't fight this group though. There's a Necromancer, there's a Necrosavant, there's a Fallen Hero, a few Höllenhunds. That is undoable. Just undoable. Unless we get help. Okay, so we have 2 skull return item, we'll do that. Okay, tracks north. No raiders this time. Guess we can... I guess we should decide on if we want to try to level Oswald to level 6 and beyond, or if we try to get him killed in one of these missions. Guess it's better to try to get him to level, but if he happens to die for a good cause, then I won't weep for him. So let's bring him to this fight, I suppose, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. No necromancer either. And they're rushing us. Should be a very easy fight with dogs at this point. Raiders would have been better for the loot, so we could immediately sell that. Take advantage of those good prices. So shouldn't need to think too hard about this fight. Just kill them. Even Sophie can do a little bit of work on the front line here. Let's go ahead and switch to javelins here. I could just walk past this dog with the Crusader, get some repost action going here. At least unless the dog gets lucky. Should have noticed this dog has a miner's pickaxe. That is not good for me. Okay, let's put Gunhild here and shield wall. And adrenaline. Not sure if riposte is actually the best course of action we can take. We could just slash with berserk. That's 3 slashes. Yeah, sure. Take that. So yeah, if Oswulf dies, that's fine with me. We'll just get yet another caravan hand eventually, I guess. Shoot this thug here. Miss. I'll send Sunni on the northern flank to help out. Or will I? Yes, I will. Nicholas 63. Nice. Let's go for this thug here with the swordmaster. Wait with those guys. Okay. Mr. 95. That's fine. In a more difficult fight that might get someone killed, but not here. So we need to get rid of this thug, because he managed to get next to Akir the Thrower here. He won't be able to kill him though, so it's not that big of a priority. Gunhild might die though. Lost her shield. Does she have another one? She does not. Alright, so let's try to get a hit on this thug with the crossbow from this spot so we avoid this thug's flail. Well, it did hit, but didn't do much. Sophie can just shield wall here. Okay, it's looking like Gunhild will die, but I've marked her as a bait, so it doesn't really matter. The only reason, well, not the only reason, but the main reason we should, or we would like Gunhild to survive is because she's impatient, which guarantees we get first action every combat, and that means we should be able to flee from every combat that isn't an ambush. At least I'm pretty sure it works that way. So let's see if she survives or not. Maybe I should try for a kill here in case I get them to break. Let's let Sunny do that. Okay, two of them are now fleeing. This thug is not, so that means she might still die. But now Akir can do things. Okay, Gunhild, 72% to save your life. Alright, so she lives for now. Unless one of these poachers gets an extremely lucky shot on her. They did try. Get next to these guys and not attack, because they're just gonna kill themselves while they flee. Here I am going to attack those since Odolric might miss once this guy flees. Okay, now we can just attack them. Could have farmed some mediocre armor there, but it's fine. Okay, so pretty easy fight, though I did play a bit recklessly and almost got Gunhild killed. But all's well that ends well, I suppose. Okay. Couple of level ups. Some pretty bad loot, apart from this armor. Pretty good level up for Gunhild here. Also, she does get access to dedication, which with the Resolve Star and Fortified Mind, that's actually very nice. So if we find a Cultist Hood or Cultist Leather Hood, Leather Helmet Sack, Decayed Sack Helm, Warlock Hood or Mask of Doveghoul, she's actually gonna be very tanky in that case. But we don't have those yet, so let's give her Steel Brow. Let's actually change this bait description. She could actually be very nice with just that in mind. Let's give her a question mark for now. So she can sit out. Raimonda. +5 range skill, nice. Let's take the fatigue and resolve. So now we could take mind over body. And we are getting that at some point, so might as well be now, I suppose. Sure. So now her fatigue costs are reduced by 24%, which will enable us to eventually do some pretty silly things with perfect focus. Would be even sillier if she had access to battle flow and some damage perks, but she does not. Okay. And courier quest, where is this too? We could possibly do this because of the harbors. Was it Grafenheid? That's here. Don't think I'll be doing that. Still looking for those food perks. Okay, here for this messenger it says tabulates company expenses. I am not hallucinating right now. But again, I don't see those damn peddler perks here. So is this list lying or is this description lying? And now it's gone. He no longer tabulates company expenses. So maybe this background is lying. One or the other is lying. Well, I wouldn't take him anyway, so dismissed. Okay, there are some trade goods here, I guess. Even though it's not the best price, we'll get them. Could even buy this wine. Don't usually trade food, but I guess we could. Let's sell some of the cheaper items here. Try to find something more to kill. So we have a full inventory once we head back to that city with the good prices. So we need to repair this armor. Yeah, I guess that's it for Blankenstead. We could go to Krumhorn. See if there's anything worth doing there. Not really, apart from maybe a courier quest. Recruits suck as well. Okay, it's a pretty bad price for medical supplies, but I'm gonna buy them. I do have 10,000 crowns. These seashells should count as trade goods. Let's get them, even though the price is not that great. Not gonna buy these amber shards though. Where is this courier quest? Northwest Erdfall. We might take that. Yeah, okay. So. We could take that, sell back to Blankenstead. Go sell stuff at Königsheim and then travel to Erdfall. Let's also buy some nets while we are here. And some fish. Okay, let's take this. Sell back to Blankenstead. Also, Rahem has a harbor. We need to keep that in mind. It just came from here, there's nothing to do there. Now I'm gonna save the game just in case we run into the same group, because I'm pretty sure the game won't pause anymore since we've technically seen it once. We don't want that to happen. Let's go through this in case this wilderness area here, in case we find some brigands or something. This. Oh, that's the brigands we already killed. Okay. So we'll kill this undead group. Should be easy. We have 2 people with rally. Alright. Get a little bit more loot for our selling spree and also get some XP. XP is always welcome. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Though sometimes the Geists actually do melee attack instead of just screaming. Okay, now we want to hold our position close together because of the Geists. We don't want to send our Crusader out by herself. So let's just wait around. I much prefer this combination of undead troops over that huge Wiedergänger army we fought earlier. This will go much faster. Would be nice to have a patrol mission for something like this, but we don't. Let's do a little bit of hit and run there, or I could move here maybe. Can do a lot of work with adrenaline and our good melee skill against Geists, but there's really no need to do that either, so let's hold our position for now. Yeah, so this Geist is waiting, so if we engage in melee, it will attack, I think. Not sure if it has enough AP to scream anymore. Probably does. I think some of these Geists moved and screamed. So it might scream instead of attacking. Same deal with this Geist here. But now we are going to engage. Try to get some Geist kills. The zombies are going to move forward and block some of that, but there are only 6 zombies left. And if you get hit by a Geist in melee, it's not that bad, really. Does do some HP damage, yeah, but... Okay, 1 Geist down. Okay, yeah, we got hit there. Wasn't that bad though. As long as we don't get hit anymore. Crusader making use of Battle Heart there. Okay, I guess we should rally here. Wolf, with his fear of undead, is now fleeing. Okay. Let's move right behind him and rally. That takes care of that. And he even gets a kill on a Geist. So yeah, very easy fight here. Let's leave some of these guys behind in case these zombies rise back up. Haven't kept track of which ones have been killed twice yet. Yeah, there's one. They did a neat little rotation trick here. One Geist to go. And that's that. So this Necromancer lair might be doable. But maybe I shouldn't risk it because I don't know. I don't know what the enemy composition is. And if it's possible that there are 2 or even 3 Necromancers here. Though that party was, that undead party came from there and it included no Necromancer, so that might be an indication there is no Necromancer here. So, I don't know. Probably shouldn't try it yet. Would be very lucrative to be able to do that though. Okay, pretty decent level up for Eelika. She can now go Battle Forged. Let's do that. Not the best Battle Forged armor we currently have, but it's going to get there as long as she survives. Leif also level ups. And we'll take this +2 melee skill and these hit points. And he's going to go nimble now. Could have gone lithe as well, but I don't value lithe that highly. I think nimble and battleforged are better. Though I'm pretty sure you can go lithe plus battleforged, which would be very tanky, I suppose. But he doesn't get battleforged, so that's a moot point. Could also go lithe plus nimble, maybe. Haven't tried that. So need to do some more inventory management here. This is a 68. Okay, if you this chain basic mail shirt. So a little bit of switching. 46. 42% nimble, that's good enough for now. Do I need to do anything more? We have this padded leather armor now. Okay, I suppose Oswulf can use it. Let's also give him a gambeson. And Accure. Not the best level up, but it will do. Let's get Fatigue and Resolve. Okay. Guess Berserk is next for him. And also Nicholas has leveled. And yeah, we decided to ignore the initiative, so let's just erase that. It's going to be nimble, which means resilient is something we want. Let's go ahead and take that. Yeah, and I think we shouldn't risk it. This might be even an easy enemy encampment, but it might also be difficult enough to get people killed. So that's one reason to get the scouting equipment at some point. While on the road, you come to a small empty hut. Akir snoops around inside, you beside him, the both of you with blades out. He shakes his head. Ain't shit here. He looks up and points. Except there. You look up and see that the ceiling is covered in blood. Not just covered, written over. Unfortunately, the script is hard to read as the crimson words are muddied by mold and termitic erasure. You mouth the visible letters. Do, go, Id, V, LL, VL, oomed. Clearly the work of a madman. Okay, so I think that's an indication that the first crisis is undead crisis. I don't remember if that's just random or if it's because we are playing as the Crusader. It's probably random. I think the Inquisition starts with the undead crisis already underway, but the Crusader doesn't. Okay, let's stop at Königsheim and then go to Erdfall. Still has ambushed trade routes, good. Get rid of these seashells. Also these iron ingots. Amber sharps. Oh, can you no longer do food trading for profit? Or does it just apply to this town? I don't know. Well, now we have wine. Guess we can get drunk. It's a good food item, by the way. So I'm not too sad I bought it. Let's go ahead and sell this Morning Star. Inventory management. Keeping a few of these militia spears in case we want to give them to recruits with poor melee skill. Don't want to buy anything from here. Should still be the same pool of recruits. So let's just move on. Let's save again just in case the autopass doesn't work or we get a game crash. But it's been an hour, so I'll take a little break. So thanks for watching and see you next time.